Yes, indeed, you read the title correctly. I'll be going through today and ranking all of the people who have commented on any of my videos. And I'm not joking. There you go. There's every single one. I also have this written down in an Excel document. So there you go. Spoilers, I guess, if you care to pause and, just, view a reductive version of my opinion. We'll be going through most of these fairly quickly because really for most individuals there's not much to say. If you're curious about Rain World content, check the community tab, the community post. I don't want to, mention Rain World in every video. For the tiers, we have starting from the bottom, we have D, which is just bad. It's just bad. It's either excessively boring or straight up like just not good. C is where most people will go, I think. It's just boring. Listen, if you tell me this is a good video, listen, that's a good comment, right? But that doesn't make it very memorable, alright? Most YouTubers will get a lot of comments saying good, I love this shit, this is awesome, this is epic, so on and so forth. That's good and all, but you know, give me some feedback, give me some to work with, right? This just good. I've already heard just good. Give me some interesting, right? Now B is just mild. This is like most of these I think are just positive comments with a little bit of like more to them, and you'll see what I mean when we get into it. A minus isn't bad, all right? This is better than B. It's just more so that I feel like that comment, the commenter itself, could have a bit more interest to bring to the table, right? It's not quite A. A is just an enjoyable comment, right? Bringing something useful to the table. S is, I mean, whew. S is spitting some facts, some interesting stuff, and S plus, I mean, whew. You're gonna see S plus. So with that all said, I guess we should get to work. We have a lot of comments to go through. Oh, I'll be going in alphabetical order. So if you want to find yourself, look for your own letter in the playback. I'll try to mark that down. You should be able to find yourself, and if not, I'm sure you'll enjoy me vaguely explaining what each commenter has said. Surely. All right, let's get to it. We have our first comment as 34GH lot, which is A. Decently enjoyable. Basically, we just talked about like fun in Rainbow and how if you know something is not fun currently, it becomes fun when you make a video about it. Next up, we have 3D Matt. Now, 3D Matt's comment, just C. Honestly, I won't even comment much if it's C. Probably won't say anything really. Next up, we have. Oh my fucking god, what is this? Anutforoyov Tunaz Yarov. Just nothing. Boring again. Next up, we have Aurelian Karnoy, who said lof instead of laugh. And I found that kind of funny. Arta Sky, Garfield Slugcat from Gorman Strikes video is a bit better than just saying this is a good video. Next we have Arumina, which is like, holy fuck, this is amazing, these are so cool, you nailed the text, this is for the subs. This was, I believe, B again. I just really liked how he said you nailed the text of the chorus. That's like, that's like a compliment, but it's more specific, right? It's not just good video, right? It's something, there's a bit more to it. Next up we have Atur Chomitz. You tell me. What's up? I found it really baffling with the comment, some of the usernames. Atur with what we got from Atur? Oh, this on the Baba video, he just said, "No, what the fuck is this?" Which I found funny, but not very funny. Next up is Azul. Oh no, sorry, Autism Cat in parentheses II OMQ faders. We just said oh. I mean, O's better. It's more interesting than just this is a good video, I'll tell you that much. If you think my priorities are fucked, then welcome to the channel. Next up is Azul. We basically just said that Keegan is, he was surprised to find Keegan Church, which is fair. Actually, wait, Azul was A minus, so there you go. Just a bit surprising to see that. Next we have Banana Phone, also in A tier. Basically just we just talked about how Downpour has removed some of the burdens, and to an extent I get it, but like, you know, come on. Next up is Badness. Badness came in clutch because I thought on the Gorman's Meteoric Strikes video, me doing the movement was rather boring content. It was like, nah, this content is clutch. This content is pog. And I was like, okay, thanks, man. Thanks for the response. Beconly Bro. See, boring. Next up, we have Biting Games. Now, Biting Games, for those who don't know, actually, he's is actually the developer of Find You, a little puzzle game. I plan to upload the VR run. Maybe, I don't know if it's gonna be today or like some other day, but basically just the dev of the game was like came into the chat. That was fairly interesting. And you may say that, Rockman, hold on, doesn't that mean that if you have influence, your comments will be automatically more interesting? Yes. Skill issue. We have Cassidy Jones, which just said Boinger, which is the correct name for what people call yeeks. So that's good. Chunks Funks. Never heard the song, but amazing work. So like the video in spite of knowing the song of the Artificer God video, I mean. So that's good. That's good. We have some C tiers. We have Civically Not Dan. Bye-bye. We have Constant Derivative. Your comment certainly was quite derivative. Cool Duck. Again, just fairly boring stuff here. Crazy Bird 199 was just happy that with the video, just more expressive in that. And now, hold on, let me take a sip before this. Now we come to the Nadex with the S tier, the first and the only S tier. I'll spoil this. Very good comments. I don't particularly agree with you in terms of like how bad the story is, but I see your point. Very interesting points and everything. Also had an incredibly good comment for World of Fail, which I actually didn't even think about, but it explains so much. So extremely good commenter. Hopefully he leaves a stupidly long comment below or something. I don't know. You choose to do whatever. So yeah, very good. He wrote actually 2,000 words in my comments, which I found rather funny. Which I think it's more than every other commenter combined. Well, excluding me. But yeah, very nice. Big respect. On to more mid comments. We have Davide Shiliro. No one cares. I know. Dear, just I don't get what you said. The caster with this is yeah, basically just saying that dynamic subtitles are way more pog than normal subs, which I completely agree with. I think dynamic subtitles should be way more popular. We have oh god, this one. The Rock Project and the Attack of the Really Long Channel Name. This is a channel name. We got the B, basically just saying this is Pog VR for the Find You VR. And a little bit of self-advertising, just a little, so just only a little annoying. We have Donut Man. Honestly, Donut Man, he may as well just not have commented because some random guy just posted nonsense and he replied, "What does this translate to?" And that's his entire existence in my eyes. So not much to say. Next up we have Dorian. Now Dorian, I think an admin or basically a spokesperson for a Discord server on Jolly Co-op, basically invited me to a Jolly Co-op server. Thank you for the invitation. I'm sorry for not interacting with the server whatsoever, even to this day. So hopefully that invitation was worth it, man. If you want to link your Discord server for the Jolly Co-op thing in the description, feel free. I might pin it. I doubt it, but I'll like it. Next up we have Electric Heisenberg. Why is this? Well, I've put this on as A minus. Why did I put this on here? Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, just a strange comment. I guess I found it really interesting because of how strange this. I don't really know what you were talking about. So, next up we have Elanala. Basically saying how did you make those subtitles move, which is a bit more interesting than full subs. And I mean the answer is I made a lot of them in very short succession. Next up is Ender Defender, which is the first D tier comment, basically saying you lose the expedition if you don't have any karma left, which I mean, it's in the video. I mean, I know it's just kind of a pointless comment. I'd rather not have such a comment. Next up, Esach, which is just C tier, nothing, full subs. Evan Kava, which was a contender for the Find You world record. You kind of threw, man. I really need to get back to work there, buddy. Smile. It's been a while, so I doubt he's subbed to my channel, but you know. Next up we have Eve, which just wrote a Spanish comment. I don't know. Que buenos subtítulos. Good subs in Spanish, probably. We have F035 saying that the enemies were very aggressive for some reason, and I think that's because they played Hunter. So we have next Fast Banana, which is A tier. Basically, guy accidentally self-advertised by saying these videos are similar to mine, which is just such a fucking based way to self-advertise. Guys, these videos are like mine. You should check them out. Nah, I mean, if you make shit content like another guy who will talk to you, you'll get a D tier. So you'll get a dislike from me. So make good content if you want to self-advertise. Next up, Foxset with a B. Basically just said that his PC struggled to run with all the subs, which is fair enough. Fuiv with basically just saying like, how'd you do this move? And I'm just like, you just gotta practice, man. For probably like the roll pounds, something like that. Next up, we have Gamma Boy 45 B here. They were discussing an audio bug. We'll get into that a bit more, but replying to that one comment was good. Brings you up from C to B. We have Giddy Boy at C and G-Man at C. Not much to say. Oh wait, I'm putting these in B. What is this? God abandoned me, so I became a buggic. Yeah, I don't know. Basically, he just said I had subtitles off. I feel so stupid, and yeah, man. I mean, yeah. Next up, we have Good Men on the I Love You subtitles. Who basically said he doesn't know why he's here, which is great. Algorithm, bring him in. Bring him in. I like these comments, which is just like, what am I doing here? Because that's a really apt response. Actually, he was A minus, so shout out. We have Hans Wurst just saying the scavs were crafty. Is this Hans? That looks like H films. I thought this was Hans. I don't want to misrepresent someone with their incorrect profile pictures. Yeah, Hans is this one. Hans is you. So Hans was in B, just crafty scavs. We have Happy Aspid, basically suggesting going through drainage instead of armories, which is a good suggestion. I prefer farmaries, but both are fine. So that is A minus, yeah. Just a good old suggestion. Next is H Films, Hi Guy, Hifiro, all C's. Hollow Vessel commented a lot about his opinion on how lizards evolve to adapt to their environment and how just not in sort of while we're playing the game, but how they exist in the game as a whole, which I found fairly decent. Hollow Vessel is this one. I think that was 8 tier actually. Yeah, well, we ranked today. I'm so glad I ranked these before because I would not remember everyone here. Next we have Hootis, which is recognize Keegan, which is great. You should recognize Keegan. IDK at this point, which was the second Pearl Bait comment. We'll talk about the first one when we get to it. Basically, just a comment that brought up a good moment from a video. Next up, we have I'm Blue Slugcat, which says, "Wow, we are identical" in one of the videos. To which I say, no, no, not really. Listen, I'm Blue. If you interpret this as like we're identical in terms of the content we make, then please don't say that. And if you mean identical in terms of playstyle, then clarify. Because you see, this is the type of stuff where if you self-advertise, I'm like, you need to stop. I can't let this get out of hand. Same with its magnum opus, which basically said, I also like making videos like this. They're a lot worse than mine. So, I mean, I guess, I don't know, man. Next up, we have JC Trammel. Cool sequence of events, I agree. Jam of War 09. Excellent job. This reminds me of Love Me, Love Me, Love Me, which is very, very good point. Very well spotted. Basically just very, very well spotted because Love Me, Love Me, Love Me, or Love You. I don't remember. Point is, that video inspired me to get into dynamic subtitling. And so, I mean, I'm very glad to see people recognizing that in the comments. Obviously, just to be clear with you, if you somehow got this far, if you make any of these similar comments thinking like, oh, now I'm gonna pop off, they're not gonna work a second time, all right? They only work once. So keep that in mind. Gotta be creative, guys. Gotta be creative. Next up, where were we? We had Jam of War, right? Next up, we have Julian. What is this? Oh, basically, we just talked a bit about how possible all the burdens were at the same time, and he was kind of a goofy goober. But chill guy. Good points. Next up, Just Honk, which was the only shorts comment I've ever got. It's not like there's, many people watch the shorts, which is perfectly fine. But this is the only one, and it was okay. It would be B if it was on a normal video, but only shorts comment, so A minus. Could have, A minus again, could have been more, could have brought more to it. Just a furry with internet. Basically just saying how overseers can really fuck you over by teleporting around and making scavs try to hit them and hit you, which is, yeah. Now we have Korova with a Russian comment, I don't know. We have Ken, which just says very cool subs, cool comment. We have Kid Studios, which just says like, what kind of noise did you make there? And I'm like, I just went, like, what do you want from me? I made a human noise. I think Kit is this one. And we have Kim Ferguson, which literally typed in nonsense, but it's not like bad nonsense. It just says like promo SM. don't know what that means. I'll just put it in boring. Next up we have Kochka, which just says that the subtitles in Abnormality Dancing Girl were crazier than the character of the song, which I disagree with. She's pretty fucking nuts. But hey, it's an interesting point. Might have been A minus, but we'll be. Next up, Laughing Crying. Didn't know that you can make subtitles move across the screen. Well, you can. This is B. This guy was literally just some Korean letters. I don't know who you are, but you're the only commenter who was just Korean letters. I think it's Korean. I couldn't tell you. Maybe Chinese. Basically just said liked when the messages started collapsing, which I liked too. All right, back to the. Oh yes, so yeah, sorry, I didn't know where to put you alphabetically. Probably should have put you at the start, but I'm sorry if it took you a while to find yourself. Where were we? Laughing, crying, I believe. Yeah, yeah, laughing, crying. Next up, we have Limoria, which has 1K subs, and I think is the dev of Expedition. I mean, that's kind of interesting. It's just said thanks for playing. So yeah, no problem. It's a pretty cool mode. It got into, you know, Downpour for a reason. Next we have Legend 5980, which you won't find, but basically just, come on man, XD, you know. We have Lemonade Stand, who was just did a little bit, just a tiny amount of scav roleplay. That was pretty cool. A minus. Next we have Lone Wolf Gaming, who so the thing about Lone Wolf Gaming, I don't want to roast him too much here. Overall good commenter, I like him, A minus, but a little too many comments, right? Because it's like, how do you do this move? I don't think he explicitly commented something as basic like that, but like, you know, lots of sort of very basic comments, but decently interesting, right? Just, you know, don't make as many comments. Or maybe, you know, I'm being a bit unfair. Overall, just solid. LPM basically commented that Timotainment, right, came out with a second Capybara Christmas, which is well spotted. Yes, he did. It's pretty interesting, isn't it? Next up we have Khan, who just said nice. I mean, what do you want from me, man? Nilda Tilde. He just kind of said funny words. I'm not gonna repeat what he said unless you want to look for it. But like, there is a this is good, but like don't overdo this because I think the comments could use something more interesting. Next up we have Minodora, which the commenters loved. It has quite a few likes, but I mean it just says like he just said rip and tear until it's done 5 pebbles, which I think is a Doom reference, but I don't know how that is accurate. Also, did he misspell pebbles or did I? Well, either way. We have MT180 viewer. How, more importantly, why on the 24 EEV0- subtitles? I mean, hopefully I explain one day when I have nothing to upload. But why not? I don't know. Why not? Modlib, nothing. We have Mutualist Fast Horse, which it's one of those comments which just says like something that happens in the video, which is like, I mean, it's just the elusive spider son. I mean, yeah, that's what it is. My dreams drawn. Basically saying his computer is dead, but cool subs. Yep, sure. Good luck with the computer. Nameless Navnos, which I believe, yeah, just 2 solid responses. Actually, could be A minus, but basically just said cool vid. Love the co-op. So thanks. Yeah, thanks, man. B tier. Yep. We have Nepico, who explained something about yeeks. I don't know who yeeks are, but it was kind of an interesting comment. I think he's talking about boingers, so I mean, whatever you say, man. Next up we have Nirderir. C tier, just good video. Noah Pastana, again, explaining what happened. We have Pelos, good job, thanks. We have Plants, basically saying falling on pink lizards doesn't get old, which I don't think it does. I don't think it really does. I mean, eventually it would, but it's, you know, I don't think it does yet. So next up we have PocketTube, which, if you're wondering, is in fact the official channel of PocketTube. Yes, that's, he just commented. I have, listen, this guy, I made the video, right? 3 extensions for watching less YouTube. And this fucking guy, the fucking 7K subs channel somehow find me when I was still below 10 subs. Sorry, 10 views on the video. I don't know what sort of AI algorithms these guys use, but you know, I mean, that was very interesting. I was so hoping that he would reply to how he found me, but I still don't know. Feel free to reply here. We have Proto Media, who commented on ESDB, which is OG viewer. Basically just saying I don't get it, but I'm planning to watch through it. Hopefully you found the rest of ESDB enjoyable, even if it was a very slow-paced, a very mid-content to what I make now. We have Q&A man who's been talking. Q&A has been talking, and he's been talking some nonsense if you ask me. But it does bring up some interesting points. I don't agree with what you're saying for the most part, but I mean, he been talking. We have QQRX, which literally says nice job. I mean, we have Red Opal, who basically said people, you know, RV creators put their soul into the work and have 2 subs. I'm subbing, which is true. You should sub. Guys, please sub. I literally have what was it? I think 99% of my viewers are unsubscribed. So guys, I need those subs. Oh wait, this is Red Opal, right? Yeah, Red Opal. Just be. We have Republic of Bananas C. What is this? I don't know what you're talking about, man. Next up we have me, who is an obvious S+. And you may be wondering, Rockman, this is another one of your egotistical moments. And that's true, but at the same time, look at this. This. Also this. Alright, listen, I'm pretty sure that just in my comments, I've had 400 comments, and 5,000 words over those comments. And the pictures I just showed you weren't in my comments. They were on other videos that I didn't make. So, listen, I comment, alright? I comment, right? I comment. Anyway, next up we have Ruthie, which is... So, Ruthie, listen, man. Listen, I don't know where you got this idea that I promised Capybara Christmas. If you got that idea from my newest comment on the Timotainment's Capybara Christmas 2, then these Capybara Christmas were for the first Capybara Christmas, not for the second one. By the time I made that comment, I had long made the tribute. Basically, I mean, just saying, but a fairly interesting interaction. We have Sekai Dao Chiban. Basically was just concerned that I, you know, didn't take too long for the subs. It's sure, thanks, man. Maybe I misunderstood, who knows. We have Shiny Kelp, who just said like this is where Artificer ascends, which I don't know what that means, but I mean it's something. Let's make sure we're still good with Shiny Kelp here. No, Shiny Kelp was this. So who are you? You are... Oh, you're Sekai. Okay, I'm missing something. Am I smoking then? Sekai was A minus. Then who are you? You were Ruthie. Oh my god, I need to set this up better. Ruthie was B. Then... Oh, then me. Okay, we're good. We're caught up. Sun was off again. Next up, Simus Yosh. Now, I'm not gonna comment on why I'm putting him here, but all I have to say is how. If you're watching me, how? Anyway, Sir Pootsman, he just said didn't know you can stack spears on a worm, which now you know. You have it. Now you know. Sloth Mage Minigun. We just said every playthrough of this game, there's always something new. A Scav playing that is just crazy. It is pretty nuts. That Scav was crazy. Next we have Snowfall, which is just a Russian comment. Seems like a positive comment. Into C. Next up we have Soldat, which was the first person to mention one of my favorite moments on the 7 Deadly Expeditions burden, where I baited the Scav of a Pearl. And if you may remember, there was a commenter who mentioned the second. Who was the second mention of that. So I don't know, I was really hoping for someone to mention it, and this guy mentioned it. A minus. Next up, we were on Soldat. We have some random guy who basically was like, God, he just, I don't know. I don't think he gets the game well, unless I'm missing something, but I'm glad you're not having any problems with reindeer, man. We have something inventive. Your comment was not very inventive. You have Splinter. Oh, Splinter? Splinter? I like Splinter. You better respond, alright? Alright? You better leave a comment now. I just want to make sure you're still here. Alright? Better respond, man. What is this 10 months left for you? Keep subbing. Alright, we have a Staff Bearer, which basically mentioned the loud beep at 22 minutes in the 7 Deadly Expeditions burden, which is good. Definitely mention audio errors, like a Discord. If I accidentally leave a Discord ping, for example, definitely mention that. Unless someone else mentioned, then don't mention it. But yeah, good that you mentioned it. We have a sub 6969. Just talks about Rainworld. I'm not sure what he's talking about, but I wrote it down as kind of interesting. So, you know, I forgot. Sorry, man. We have Swamp Cooler. Just a slightly more interesting comment. Not really worth going over. Next we have Tails, who said, I think is this on the rockiest videos? This guy feels egotistical yet genuine at the same time, which is an accurate description of me. We have Take My Heart, which just says, the guy's kind of dumb, but he gave feedback, so A minus instantly. Thanks for the feedback, man. We have Tashkas, also known as Tashkis. Basically, all I have to say is I won't stay humble, so skill issue. A minus. Next up, we have Tawong 1 IV or 4. Basically said that my speedrun helped with one of the achievements, so no problem, man. We got a B tier. Next, Terrafale. Took me like a month. This is to beat on the Baba is you to beat Crusher's video. So definitely good job. Genuinely. I mean, tough fucking level. Took me like 8 hours to beat that one goddamn level. So good job, man. Regardless of how long it took. We have Grateful Crane, who, I mean, a roguelike joke. Not very funny. We have Real Geoboy. We have Wanderer, cool profile picture, not a particularly interesting comment, just good work. Thanks, man. Tickle Turtle, who said, I think this is coming to Downpour, which is, yeah, I mean, Expedition did come to Downpour. Timo B basically made a good point on Gormand, and though, you know, I mean, we'll keep him in A minus, alright? We'll bump you up because well, I do think this is very obvious to me, right? That Gormand would be much stronger if he didn't have fatigue, and but at the same time, fatigue makes him miserable to play. But it's an interesting point. Alright, as far as comments go, it's fairly interesting. That was the movie. Yep, we have Tonic XZ, basically saying nothing about the Doug video. Tooth and Claw. I mean, he's a content creator. Channel is cool. I think he was okay. So, and this was very early on, so he got away with it. We have Tradster or Tradster. I'm pretty sure Tradster. And I think this was on the conjoined video. So, I mean, OG. Is his profile pic really those goddamn reviews, or am I missing something? Whatever. Yeah, that's him. Alright, man. B tier or A minus? What was Tradster? It was B. Sorry, man. We have Trippy, A minus. All I have to say is I think he needs to jump a little more. Next up we have Valmerix, which is just boring. Just literally just the word impressive on some comments. I mean, your comment ain't impressive, man. I'll definitely tell you that much. Vencho with a fairly good point for the World of Fail video. So A minus. Right there. Next up, we have Wahoo. Is this saying you guys infinite patience? Sure, I guess we do. I don't know. Maybe we do. You know. Let's see. We're on track. Good. We have Wesley Ward. Basically just saying that Gormand is just a big man and how unfortunate it is for other creatures, which is true. We have X-Josie-X with bro, what the hell even is this? You're so underrated for the abnormality video, I believe, which is completely correct. I am heavily underrated. Please sub. Now this next comment, XPC, I believe star LT. I didn't write down the star because it kept fucking over Excel's formulas. So XPCLT, which just asked what region is this? I answered, and that was the entire interaction, which I actually like a lot more than just a good vid. Next up we have, oh god, this was Russian. I believe it's like Shishkarwab. I don't know. Basically, I think just a bunch of okay comments, and so he gets B. Cool. We have XX Guaxnim or Guachnim XX, which just says, who just basically OG said cool script. So thanks, man. Overall, nothing in particularly interesting, but yeah. We have XX Janusz XX. We basically compared like one of the moments to Half-Life and Gmod, which I found not particularly apt, but I mean, sure, man. We'll put the, where was it, B? Yeah, probably. Who we have Yomu Konpaku, who said so much skill issue JK Liebzard got crushed, which is, I mean, yeah. And we have Zed, another OG, which just a lot of solid responses. Like, I think if you took individually, these would be A minus. Just OG guy, been commenting, gone for a while now. Haven't seen him in a while. So just overall an 8 here. So yeah, this is the finished list. Thank you for the comments. I hope you guys improve in your comment game, and I hope this explains what I want from you guys. All right. Obviously, to be clear, unless you post a D tier, all of your comments add to the video. Even D tiers add to the all it engagement, which is good for videos to do well. So even if you type in good video, if that's all you have to say, go ahead. But you can probably think of something more interesting, right? Like if you think of a comment, right? Always try to think more interesting, more something new, something unique. At least for me, that's far more important than whether a comment is negative or positive. It's how interesting it is. So yeah, I hope to see more people like Danadex. Also, thanks for the article. I'll be reading that. By the time this video releases, probably around the time it'll be bath time, so I'll have time to read. More people like Danadex. I hope you enjoyed the video. That's really about it. See ya next week.